And so the sun shines, and the piano is beautifully played to celebrate a victorious day. Salutations everyone, it's Willingness240, and welcome back to some more Octopath Traveler. Last time, we slew the apparently not falsely advertising Red Eye. At long last, saving Master Zonta. So Haunted need worry not anymore. Though we have not been bidden not to move it, the requests endeth not. Oh, that's an excellent bow. But to celebrate Zonta being back, obviously we need to pickpocket him. We saved his life. I figured giving us a rare stone is a small price to pay. Come on. Like, if he's gonna complain about that, just like, you know, we can just make sure he gets petrified again somehow. Find a new beast that inflicts petrification. Find like a Marlboro. Gosh, I hate Marlboros. Anyway, whole party's level 42 except Therion, who's OP as all get out. And, well, we actually completed someone's chapter 4, ending Haunted's tale. However, we have about 7 more of those to go. And honestly, I think we're gonna head out for a Whisper Mill. Heh heh heh. Might as well kick things off within a reasonable amount of time. I know my intros sometimes tend to just go on for way too long. Way too long. Well, that's alright. Except for when everyone leaves my videos because my intros went on for way too long. I mean, I know I do that sometimes. Like, you know when you watch a video and someone has this intro that's like a bunch of cut together, say, video game cutscenes from completely different games and stuff, with like some song playing in the background, and it goes on for like a solid minute, and you're like, dude, I just came to watch this video because it had a clickbait title. Come on. I didn't come here to watch your 1 minute intro with your like 1.5 minute long video. Get ourselves an energizing pomegranate medium in the middle of a rant, and there's nothing better to get me ranting than getting ambushed. That didn't start off as an attempt at sounding like Link, and it really shows, because if that was meant to sound like Link, that was terrible. Oh gee, they sure like their status debuffs. I mean, I like status debuffs too, but only when they're on my enemies. Ho! They know their status debuffs quite well, apparently. Let's not, let's not. Thank you very much. Nice!
Let's do this!
Yes indeed, Tressa. Wipe the floor with these boos to the point where I didn't even mention that they're brand new enemies and they're plains drakes. Cool. Now kill them. Out of my I'll go for that level 3 level slash, because I've only said that a billion times. Never gets old, except for when it gets old. Can't tell me I'm wrong.
I honor thee, my queen.
And Ophelia is over the 5,000 JP barrier, and Tressa already was. By that I mean, aha! This was fully intended to be more efficient with time management. Because Ophelia was so close that I decided I might as well wait for her before I upgraded Tressa. It was all planned, not at all forgetting. Shut up. So now Ophelia can unleash a non-elemental attack on a single foe and receive money equivalent to the damage dealt. And Tressa can, well, make it so that spells cast by a single chosen ally that usually target all foes will hit one at greater intensity. Because I don't expect anyone to fully remember what every class's or every job's divine skill is, because I know I sometimes don't. But I think if I just think about it briefly, I have a good idea, but I'm the one playing the game, so I hope I do. Okay, now where's that cat's eye? Ooh, I saw it. It was a sellable item. This is probably a cut moment. So the cat's eye fetches an exorbitant price if sold. That, man, I love the use of the word exorbitant when it's in my favor. That's probably the only time that's ever happened. Period. And ooh, treasure chest. Olive of Life medium. Cannot argue with free loot. Unless it's crap. Then we're just gonna complain anyway. Okay, so we got a Raging Rhino, Flatlands Frog King the second and the first. Second one looks quite more extravagant with the posts on his back. I really like his battle axe. I mean, I'm saying that before he hits me with it, because I'm sure I won't be appreciating it as much after he does. Oh boy. Oh boy. How do they feel about life? Drat.
What to do?
Win. Tressa, you have analyzed. Why didn't I use that?
flying true.
Axes.
Touch
Drat. I don't long for death. Pole arms? Ophelia Glass. Could you heal some wounds? Now, Tressa. I think these frogs, if they're anything like the lesser frogs, are weak to ice. Awesome.
Coming, if thou darest.
As for anything else, no clue. But we have another ice user. Thank you very much.
Cold is my friend.
Horribly underused as Icicle is. Or, I guess it's not really underused because I don't use it for a reason. Its damage is garbage in the hands of characters that don't have high elemental attack whatsoever, because Honnet and Alpin I just didn't build that way. I didn't wanna. Meanwhile, Tressa is just kind of a monster on that front. And it's great.
If thou darest.
Let's go for that. The second serving and the patience. Wow. Therion, just go for the level slash because you can. Honnet?
Let my arrow
This makes
fly
it stupid.
Come.
Let's go for that capture. 50. I feel like there's a reason why he's 100% chance though, and I don't like it. I think I'm going for the coin flip. Makes for better drama. Yeah, the Frog King isn't that. Actually, you know what? He may be only 5, but triple attack is pretty dang sweet. Let's go for the level 2 capture for that triple attack. Sweet.
Well then.
And Ophelia. Bring the wind. It's not thunder. What am I supposed to do with that one? And Tressa, honestly, there's no way this guy's gonna live to be broken again, so goodbye. Just kill him. Hana can try to get one another time. Now we can venture onwards a bit. Find a save point, that's always a good sign. Can't help but notice another road that I didn't find. That's alright though, because we've made it to Whisper Mill. I'm afraid today is not the day. We're supposed to be celebrating our previous victory. What the... Not lamenting the fact that we don't have another one yet.
Ho ho!
You're the one who always comes to save me. Yes, I'm still on my journey to spread education in as many lands as I'm able to. I came to this town to teach here as well, but I can't seem to connect well with the children here. They do not open up to me, no matter how I try. Not one has shown up to my lessons when I told them. I feel so useless. Perhaps I've been fooling myself all this time, thinking that I was making a difference. I just wanted to be like you, Professor Bestet. Tone's notably quite somber. The fee at the mill has finally gone back to the old price. It's a real relief. Milling flour is nearly impossible without a windmill or the like to speed the process up. I guess I'd better be getting back to it then. Hey, just because the mood's melancholy doesn't mean that Therion's wallet's mood doesn't. Yeah. Gosh dang it, I botched it. Just because the mood is melancholy doesn't mean that Therion's pockets mood has to be melancholy, although apparently my enunciation has to be. Holy crap. Find a couple of cells. No one really wants to talk to us except for Tharatio, and he had a less than cheery topic. Oh boy. The Morning Star. Even though it boosts physical attack, I've never particularly cared for it from a staff. The Adamantine Shield. Tempting, but no thanks. Enchanted Circlet. I was gonna say no thanks, but it's directly better on Tressa than what she currently has, so let's do it. Primeval Robe. Tressa's evasion's pretty garbage anyway. It raises her elemental defense a ton. Let's do it. Protective bracelet. No. We can now buy healing grape bunches. Oh my gosh. They're not really useful anymore, but we can do it. Still no inspiriting plum bunches. That's a shame. But I'm gonna buy a few mediums, though. And what the heck, let's round off the healing grape bunches. I would say let's spend the night at the inn, but crap, I don't think I'd trust like the townsfolk enough to be unconscious for several hours at a time. Ew. Tell you what, buddy Thracio, just because you're in a somber town doesn't mean you have to be somber. Let's try to find you this professor of yours. Now, this is just a hunch, but if I had to guess, in the entirety of the continent of Orstera, this professor is likely in Clearbrook. Yeah, I know, I pulled that one out of my butt. Or specifically, out of the internet's butt. Thanks, Google. Dun-dun-dun. I'm gonna be honest here. How are you supposed to know that the person you need to find for this side quest is on the complete opposite side of the continent? Like not even a hint? Come on. Come on, Octopath.
Greetings.
Oh, sure enough. I once traveled the world while working as a teacher long ago. I taught many children, though they were strangers to me. I had one student in particular, a clever boy named Thracio. Bright as anything, though he was a bit of a troublemaker. Troublemaker, you say? Don't know any folks like that. Served us well, guard. Served us well. My dear, you combine shrewdness and beauty into one effortless package. Ah, yes. Build Ophelia's ego. Build it! From there, bring the professor back over to Whispermill.
You all right, dear?
What's wrong? Why does your head hang so low?
Oh!
It cannot be. Professor Bastet? Is that truly you? It's been a long time, my boy. How are you, young Thracio? It's hard to believe that the scruffy troublemaker grew into such a fine man. Professor Bastet taught me for free when I was a poor child with nothing. She's the reason I went into teaching myself. She was all I ever had to look up to. She's the one who inspired me to think that this could ever become a world where even the poorest children would have the chance to learn. My, you have truly become a great man. Yet the children, they won't listen to me. No matter how much energy I pour into my lessons, they do not seem moved. But all I'm trying to do is teach them. All I'm trying to make them remember is true knowledge. I don't know what to do any longer. Young Therasio. Perhaps I am mistaken, but are you trying to force the children to learn? What? If you apply force, you will be met with resistance. That is human nature. Classes are a time for both students and teachers to learn. To learn together? I learned from you when you were just a young thing. What you taught me with your eyes sparkling brightly at the thought of learning was how important it was to be honest with oneself. Professor, be open to what your pupils can teach you, and you may find that they are open to what you can teach them. Oh! Thank you, Professor, for yet another valuable lesson. Haha. I'm glad to see that you are as earnest as you ever were, my lad. This is the end of my journey, at least for a time. I will stay here until I can make a go of things with the children of this village. I have to learn all that I can from the children here. Thank you for everything you've done for me till now. $11,000, the teacher's hat, and an invigorating nut of the large variety. I'd call that a dang satisfying quest reward, if there ever was one. Or I could go and say, oh, that teacher's hat better be good or everything's crap. Well, it's not good on Therion, but I mean, that's just because he's so speed-based. Seen better on Haunted. It's an excellent defense buff, but I have her evasion really high and I don't want to lessen it. Teacher's hat. That evasion of 39 is so sad. I wouldn't want to lower Ophelia's elemental attack whatsoever. So we're definitely not doing that. Actually, do we have any elemental attack boosting? Nope. Wait, nope. That was an SP booster, darn. The teacher's hat, sure. Tressa will take a max SP hit, but I mean, those defense increases are solid, and Tressa literally pays half the cost for everything. It's worth it. Oh, that's fun. I guarantee you I just bought this enchanted circlet. Crap, dang it. Well, that's why you do side quests first. It's not like we're particularly poor anymore. I think we've hit the point where we're just kinda rich, and all the citizens of the world have to deal with it. But it's okay. Therion will still keep stealing from everyone he comes into contact with anyway. That's the power of greed. Dun-dun-dun. Good morals taught to you by RPG protagonists on the daily. Now, dear Therasio, how do you fare in combat? Fair enough, you are not a man meant for that kind of pressure. I get the feeling that no one here longs for the battlefield. They certainly do not. Holy crap. Please? Nope. Well, okay then. We know what that means. Detour. Dun dun dun. It's times like these when one must come up with a new topic to speak of so that the audience dare not get bored in the last few minutes of the episode. So how about that weather? Okay. So, I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. We've really come a long way here. Wow, that was easy. Could never say no to a request from Sister Ophelia herself. She's friggin' outrageous. You heard it here first, folks. As I was saying, we've really come a long way. And if I'm to break your immersion for a bit, because I haven't done that enough this episode. Our journey began, for me, perhaps you binged the entire thing and got to this point within the span of a week, in which case, thanks. The fact that you enjoy my content that much is very well appreciated. And if no one in the world has ever done that, thank you, imaginary person that did it in my head. Thanks, bud. As I was saying, I began this journey we did just so long ago. It's been 3 months? More than 3 months. And granted, I'm speaking like it's over. It's... despite my speak, there's still a lot left. Let's be real here. 7 more. We've got 7 tales to conclude. Gosh dang it. And that ain't gonna be easy. But it's been a real joy. And though I'm sure I'll say this again in the future, thank you guys for watching. It's the first Let's Play I've ever really gone all the way through with. If you've seen my channel, you may have noticed I have like a few episodes of Pikmin and then I just never finished. So, to me, this is really my first ever Let's Play, and it means a lot to me. So thank you. And with that, we got Thracio to learn a valuable lesson. That kids are dang rebellious, and generally buttholes, when you try to get them to do stuff that they should do, but don't want to. And we were rewarded quite handsomely with it. Well, for it. We then got Ophelia to get a groupie. And now, we're ready for whatever may come our way. Next time on Octopath Traveler. We try to save Liana from doing something that she's going to regret horribly. See you guys then.